Okay, so characters. We both have a lot.
Yeah.
We both have around four characters, I think.
Um, I mean, I have so many characters that I've just made and not used a lot to the point where it's kind of insane. I can't remember all of my
Is
characters.
your first one Turtlegram?
Yeah, my first one was just a simple little turtle that I did. This was when I couldn't draw for crap. I should try
No, I'm
ah,
just
that's what I'm gonna do.
kidding. You should redraw Turtlegram. I'm just working on commissions right now.
Of course you are, Mr. Fancy Pants. With your, your followers. People that actually like your art.
But yeah, like I think most characters have a backstory to them that like no one really normally sees, but we're just like, oh, it's such a cute character, but we don't really think like further into it. Because like with Sandwich, the backstory is like Apple and I met Apple in gym, because I was like, whoa, that person looks really lonely. I should go like say hi to them. you know, as somehow I went from going from an extrovert to an introvert. I don't know how that happened. It just happened. Um, and so over that duration, I was like, bro, you're playing football by yourself. Do you want to talk to someone? I don't think she really wanted to talk to me, but whatever. I was forcing it at this point, I guess. And so we had a nice conversation, and then before you know it, we had a friend circle, which like spontaneously erupted somehow. I don't know how that happened so quickly. And then you came in, and Apple was like, "Whoa, you're like from like my old school, bro." And you're like, "Yeah, remember me?" And she was like, "Yeah." And that was interesting. And at first, you didn't even like me. At least I didn't think you did. So I was like, "Well, if you don't like me, I don't have to like you." Being the responsible person I was. Anyways, back on topic. We would sit around a lunch table, and the lunch tables were segregated by like what class you had at the time being. So poor band kids, they had to sit at the same table for the same time for the whole year, and I always felt bad for brass because I'm a woodwind, so I had it right before lunch, and jeez,
Yeah, I was just
yeah, and I got away with it, and we ended up sitting at a table together, and so this table we called it the lunch gang because it's like lunch. It's like the lunch group, and we all ended up calling each other foods because we would hold each other's seats with whatever food we had. And so one of them was always held by Apple, aka how Apple came. Yeah, and I was held by like a little sandwich, and became Snoot. Except Snoot is just sandwich, by the way, if no one knew that. And yeah, and then Apple was like, "Bro, you need like a character," and I was like, "Whoa, characters, what?" And then they were like, "This looks like you. You are a dog." And I was like, "Okay, I don't have any choice in this, but sure." And that's why Snoot's gone through a lot of changes. Kind of, he did change, and then I didn't feel attached for a while, and so I just didn't do anything with them until I did, and then I did stuff, and then I didn't. It's a complex journey with Snoot, and jeez, I just continued going on with it, and like over time, I just put like my own qualities that I like about myself into it, and I was like, yeah, that is my boy right there. And eventually I just grew to love him, and that's just kind of how like Snoot came to be. So, how did you get Yo Boys? Lem's internet was like crapping, so
Of course, the one time I need it to work, it just says nope.
nah.
Not today. I
And
don't
if you
feel
guys
like
don't know, we tried recording something earlier.
like an hour and a half
It
worth
took
of footage.
1 whole hour. Full hour. And I
God.
accidentally saved as wrong folder.
Cause Snoot's an idiot. In comparison to me.
Yeah, true. Hey, you didn't say anything either.
I mean... How was I supposed to know? You were supposed to be the technical side of things. You weren't supposed to expect anything of me other than my voice.
True. Okay. Oh.
Now that nightmare is over, though.
Well, I'm gonna try to restart this drawing. I'm not liking how it looks, so I'm just gonna like scrap it.
Of
Or I might
course,
just work with
Mr.
it. I don't know what to do with it.
Perfectionist.
It's supposed to be a bust of this character, but I'm like, I'm completely failing at this for whatever reason.
So wait, you were talking about like how weird like people we met, how weird we just so happened to meet.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's why it wasn't working. Wait a second. Okay. Yeah. Cause yeah, we met each other through Apple.
Because
But-
Apple went to elementary school with me,
Yeah.
and
And then
then
let's see. And then at first I thought you didn't like me. So I was like, fine, I just won't like you.
please no, that's not what I meant at all. I'm just so socially awkward to the point where when I meet someone new, I don't know what to do. And I didn't know you that well, and I was just sort of like spazzing out in the corner because I don't have a lot of friends. And I wanted things to go well, but that made it worse. So,
And then I just kept screaming help, and so you got like really annoyed with me for a little bit.
not really. I don't remember being annoyed at all. I was just worried because I knew I wasn't making a good impression.
I just realized this isn't gonna work. I'm just gonna have to scrap this and like restart. Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna keep the stubby legs for them.
A flip note, you had, what was that app called that you were doing your animation thingies on?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Remember, it was almost kind of like Musically, but you were making animations on it with your paper.
Funimate!
Funimate, yeah.
Funimate! But I didn't make him from there though. He just ended up in there because he was my only character. Alright, so I forget who I was with. It may or may not have been someone I used to know, but we were on Roblox of all things. And there was this morph that you could do where you turn into a turtle. And what I did was, it was like this neighborhood thing, I think. And I would walk up to people's doors. Yeah, I would walk up to people's doors as a turtle and I would say, knock knock, turtlegram. Like, as in delivering a mail. Like, telegrams, turtlegram. Haha, I'm so funny. But, yeah, that's where he came from, and now he just sort of sticks around. He hasn't been around in a while because I've been drawing more stuff, but I need him back.
Remember my first character, I think, like my first original character was that two-faced Dutch Angel Dragon. But I was never that...
Snoot wasn't even yours originally.
Oh no, I didn't even own Snoot. Crap. Who was it? It was Apple. Apple had owned Snoot. And I was like, oh come on, I want Sandwich. And they were like, nah, it's my character. I designed them. And I just sat there, was like, but he is based off how I look. Cause Snoot has blonde hair, blue eyes, and like white fur, which is just all based around how I look. Cause yeah,
All of us referred to you as Sandwich at that point.
yeah, everyone would refer to me as Sandwich, and like Apple's parents still call me Sandwich. pretty cool.
I mean, that part's a little bit weird, but not really at the
It
same
is
time.
kind of weird, but it's kind of cool to be like just known as Sandwich.
Also, you might hear like random noises in the background. That's my bird. Birdo is currently joining us. We don't know what their gender is because you have to get a DNA test for him because he's a green cheek conure, and I'm too lazy. So we just call him Birdo because that's the most gender neutral name I can think of. And he's currently biting my shirt, and he hates his life. Don't you, Birdo? Hold on, let me see if I can get him to say something. You probably heard a screech.
Shoulder twice.
Come here. Say hi! He hates me. Right now, at least, because he has his little birdie diaper on, and he flew around the room multiple times in order to escape me.
He's an angsty boy.
He really is. My index finger is just pulverized. Anyway, get back to your story.
I forgot what I was talking
about. You were talking about, Apple's parents calling you Sandwich, and you wanting the rights to him.
Right. So, by the time that I had gotten Sandwich, it was like not that far in. I feel like in school we had, I don't remember when did I get rights to Sandwich? I don't even remember. But I did end up getting the rights to Sandwich, and it was very nice to own him.
Who's your baby?
Because I was like, for years on end, this character had represented me, but I couldn't do anything with him. Or if I drew him, I had to be like, thanks,
by the way, this
and
is...
big credits to Apple. What?
I was gonna say, like, you had to say, by the way, this belongs to someone else, not me.
Yeah, I would have to do it so many times, and it was so annoying to work with, because I couldn't do anything, like, in owning him.
When I first met you, I called you Sandwich.
Yeah, because I don't think you knew my name in the original.
No, I did know your name, I just liked to call you Sandwich.
Said everyone. Everyone likes calling me Sandwich. I was like, come on. But I don't really mind anymore. Because I'm so used to being called Sandwich. Jeez, I've been called Sandwich for so long now.
How many years?
4.
Oh, dang. See, and nobody calls me Lem or Sage.
So what did we learn?
I think that we learned about, character
self-dignity.
Design. Wow!
No, I'm kidding. What were we gonna say?
That we learned about, character design and, how to make your characters more relatable and, more appealing to others. Not that it really matters about others' opinions as much as it does your own, but yeah, just to be aware. And, I don't know, maybe a bit here and there about, how much, like, different aspects of a character can make such a big difference. Like, names and things that they wear, and places they go, and people that they hang out with. It's all a big part of who they are.
So influences.
Mm.
And I think these are probably, the key things to making a character. So, as long as you keep these in mind, I believe that even though we're not necessarily perfect at characters.
Of course.
Of course not. People who are blessed. But it's something that you just learn, and you just progress in learning, like anything, you know.
Yeah.
And until then, just keep designing, really. That's all we got. The more and more you design, the better and better something will get.
Yeah, just keep practicing.
And until next podcast, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Alright. Just so you guys understand what we've gone through, it's been too much.
Lim's internet has been an absolute piece of crap for whatever reason.
It's true.
And oh god. So we had a lot of issues, and we also lost a lot of partly because we got off topic and talked about
for like 3 hours.
It's been really long, but we lost a lot of footage. We tried recording something before this too, and it just like the whole video was corrupted. I was about to cry, but
Yeah.
it's okay.
If you didn't know, Snoot is the editing guy because I can't. I just can't. I just can't. But
yeah.
I'm not even going to
you
explain.
Can't. That's all you need to know. Lim can't.
I just can't. I'm not even going to explain why there's a dollar bill covered in glitter on my screen right now. Just ignore that.
So, I think it's a pretty fair thing to just show you some of the pretty bad and horrible things that we've gone through.
One of them includes an audio clip of what I could hear of Snoot's conversation from my side while my internet was crapping itself.
It's so bad.
But do you understand now, though, why, after listening to it, how awful it is when my internet craps itself? And when I mean that it's going haywire, I mean it, and it's not
like
just...
every day, every second. Duh,
like my life.
Maybe your art has something in relation to it. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't want to get beat. I don't want to get beat up.
Oh, God.
Anyways, here's some video. So, characters.
Yeah.
We both have... You've gotten some more.
Done, almost done.
1.
But, can you edit that out? I didn't mean to say your last name. Frick!
Whatever.
What's the time?
Good job.
I have to edit that out now.
Yep. This is a thing. I should fix it. There we go.
What time is it on the timer, though? Because I feel like we've been talking for like an hour.
I haven't checked.
Why haven't you been checking?
I've got to. Technical difficulties.
Woo!
Alright. Lem's internet just completely died again. Sorry. It's happening too often.